Good morning, class. And as you can tell, I'm not in class today. Actually, as you're watching this video, I'm probably going to be driving livestock judging students out towards Nebraska. So I want to make this quick video instructing you on what I want you to get done today and what I want you to do. So first and foremost, what I'm going to show you right now is the daily questions. I want you to go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and take this daily question real quick. Everybody done with the daily questions? All right, great. Hopefully you got 3 out of 3. You should have gotten 3 out of 3 on this one. If not, I can't help you there. So we are going to, next what I'm going to show you is there is going to be this shared folder. It's going to be called Class 2-8-19. Currently it is shared with Matthew and Kendra. The reason I shared it with these two students is because I know their work studies and I can basically put them to work to do this. Matthew and Kendra, while you're in class, I want you to go ahead and share this folder, this Class 2-8-19 folder with everybody in the class. Here, after this class is done, we're going to go ahead and rename this maybe like Lamb and Pig Sale. But for right now, we're just going to call it this. So Matthew and Kendra, I want you to share it with everybody in the class first and foremost. Inside of this, you're going to see several different things. First and foremost, I want you to read through the objectives. So while I'm getting that pulled up, I'll talk about this real quick. For the class objectives for this class, this is what I want you to get done. First and foremost, I want you to develop a timeline for the deployment and use of the consignor booklet, web page, Facebook page. Here's a little bit of information. Go ahead and read through that. After you kind of come up with that timeline, or maybe while you're coming up with that timeline, I want you to come up with uniform parameters talking about the consignor booklet, web page, Facebook. These parameters may include, they're not limited to stuff like the word count on the biography. What type of contact information are we asking for? Like, are we asking for Facebook pages? Are we asking for phone numbers, addresses? And then number of pictures, different things that we can really make this web page and the consignor booklet and the Facebook post all more or less uniform. That'll help you out whenever you're generating them. These parameters need to be uniform in terms of, everybody puts the same style of information for the consignor booklet, same for the web page, but the parameters need to be specific to the web page or the booklet or the Facebook page. After you get done or while you're working on this, I also want you to create a sample website for public relations. You're going to be given access to old information from last year. I want you to take some of that information from last year, find and highlight 2 to 3 consignor or 3 or 4 consignors, maybe 2 to 3 that you can develop this sample web page on, and we'll show that to PR. After the next thing I want you to get done is I want you to go ahead and develop a document for them to update. They're going to go. So you're going to go through the consignor information, develop a document showing what did they have in the consignor booklet last year, what is all the information that they provided us from last year, and then ask them to update that information. You're not going to share this with any consignors. You're simply going to create this to where whenever we are ready to share it with consignors, it's ready to rock and roll and we can go. Some other information is going to be placed down here. This is not updated yet. I'm going to list on here how many hog consignors and how many lamb consignors we're going to have to kind of help you out. Now, if we go back to this folder, you're going to see a couple other things like the Lamb and Pig Sale web page. Just to get it started, maybe you're going to find something else that works better, but to get it started, I would like to use Google Sites to create this web page. And that's what that is. That is a web page, and everybody that this folder will be shared with can all access and edit this web page. So this is kind of preliminary what it looks like. Real quick, you can add text boxes, embed stuff, put stuff in from Google Drive, images. Here is where you will add more web pages. So if we look down here at the bottom, say this is for consignor 1. If we wanted to add a new web page, we can add it there. And this is where we can add like consignor 2 and consignor 3. It's where you have a home page, consignor 1, consignor 2, and we can actually flip through them up here. And there's other stuff that we can do with this. I want y'all to start exploring this. There's themes on it. Y'all can do other things. Just don't publish it yet because we're not going to be ready for it to be published. Then the last thing I want to show you is we have a consignor information from 2018. You will have access to view this information, but you are not going to be able to edit it. So this will show you kind of what the class did last semester or last year when they were collecting information, and it'll show you the information that's already been provided to us. And whenever you come up with those documents on, well, this is what we have for you, this is what we're asking for you, that objective number 4, then that's where you're going to place in this consignor information of 2019. That'll then be shared with all the different consignors, and then they'll be allowed to update it. So that's essentially what I want you to do. Now, I want to put this out there. Whatever is not done in class will need to be finished outside of class by the following Wednesday. I know that's a hell of a time crunch, but we need to go ahead and get started on this, and we need to get it rocking and rolling so where we can really start hammering on it, because April 6th is going to come a lot faster than what anybody is anticipating right now. And this project is going to require you to do some work outside of class. Spend all day Friday working on this. Go ahead and get as much as you can done. And if you have any questions, I'm going to provide my cell phone number with either Matthew or Kendra, to where you will be able to get a hold of me while I am on the road. And essentially that's what I need you to get done on Friday. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.